ore. Teme. Baka. Konnichiwa guys, my name is Rohit Prasad and I'm the founder of RSPinJAPAN. I hope you guys are doing well and thank you for your support guys. Thank you. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe करो, like करो, दूसरी वीडियोस देखो, सपोर्ट करो. जैसा कि तुम लोगों को दिख रहा है रूम का थोड़ा सा लेआउट चेंज हो गया. मैंने अभी तक तुम लोगों को रूम नहीं दिखाया, दिखाऊंगा थोड़ा साफ सफाई करने के बाद. As you can see, आज सोफे पे चिल में वीडियो बनाएंगे. Before starting, just let me tell you that we are again starting that 5,000 वाला batch in collaboration with Graphic Era after Diwali. So you don't want to miss it this time and make sure that you are up to date with our posts and everything so that you can apply as soon as possible. So in today's video, I want to talk about whether you should actually learn Japanese from an anime or not. Whether you should actually practice or learn something from anime, or if you are actually doing that, like if you're watching anime and trying to learn Japanese from it, there is a way. There are some things that you need to observe and some things you need to just leave it as it is. And we are going to talk all about it because JLPT is coming closer and closer. Hopefully is bar cancel na ho. Well, okay. So watch the video till the end to understand each and everything about it. And of course, you want to know what I do, whether I like animes or not. No, I don't. I'll tell you why. I have a very good reason for it. So, see you. Before we start with the video, take a moment to just let me know down in the comments whether you are actually a very big fan of anime or not. My friends are huge anime fans and everything like that. So I want to know whether you actually like anime or not, if you are actually learning something from it or not. And then let's continue. So let me tell you how this video will go today. I'll ask you a few questions and then also myself, I'll answer the questions. If you guys want, you guys can put it down in the comments, how do you think about or your answer to the question. And then later on in the video, I'll tell you the reason for my answers. And then I'll suggest you what you should do with animes. So let's get to it. So the first question is, should you actually watch anime if you want to learn Japanese? What do you think? According to me, no. You can't do that. You can't learn Japanese from anime. I'll just stop here. Yes, but okay. You can use it to practice your Japanese, to make your Japanese somewhat better. But if you ask me what should I watch instead, if not anime, then what? Well, if you want to learn Japanese, proper Japanese, watch Japanese movies or Japanese drama. That is one way that you will be able to learn Japanese faster than anime and better than anime. That's a golden tip. Some of you might ask, then what? Should we not watch anime at all? No, you should watch anime. It's confusing, I know. You should watch anime, but with a purpose. A purpose that you are supposed to absorb a few things, not everything. And of course, some of you have also asked me in the comments whether I watch anime or not. And no, I don't. I have good reasons for it. I think it's very, very addictive. And I used to watch Bleach. It was amazing. Amazing. But of course, it takes a lot of time. And I don't want to give that much time to anime. So I just quit. I just don't watch them. It's addictive. It's very good. That's why I don't watch it. Let's just get started with the explanations. I know you guys must be thinking, यार ये क्या बोल रहा है? ये क्या बोल रहा है? और क्यों बोल रहा है ऐसे? एनीमे मत देखो. अगर जापानीज सीखनी है तो क्या करो? पूरी दुनिया तो यही बोलती है. फर्स्ट थिंग्स फर्स्ट, मैं तुम लोगों को जापानीज पढ़ने के गुड साइड बताता हूँ पहले, ताकि तुम लोग खुश रहो. हाँ, क्यों एनीमे देखने चाहिए? फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट, इफ यू आर वॉचिंग एनीमेज और इफ यू आर यूज्ड टू वॉचिंग एनीमेज, you will get used to listening to Japanese. मतलब ore nani kore? Kore o kudasai. Kore o kudasai. Are o kudasai. Kore wa nan desu ka? Nani? You'll get used to listening to Japanese, and that's good. That's very good. This is the second thing. Once you start listening and getting accustomed to this Japanese listening, After that, you start recognizing words. Like सबने despacito गाना सुना है. Many of you, और मुझे तो नहीं पता है what it means, okay? Now, just like that, even if you don't know Japanese at all, you will still start mimicking it because it's very, like, addictive, like it's cool. Ore ore, nanda oma. Teme. So, it's fun. Now, you will start recognizing words. Like before it would be just sounds, and then you'll start recognizing words, which is amazing. You need that. If you want to improve your listening, you need that, and that's good. You will also learn some etiquettes. Very little. Sometimes, like when they get into the house, they get out of the house. Whenever they are entering the house, they'll use some words, some phrases. Like before eating, itadakimasu, something like that. So, you learn some etiquettes. It doesn't just end there. You will also learn about the culture. Let's talk about Shinchan over here. Okay? Shinchan. So, in Shinchan, you must have seen how the mother actually carries him in a bicycle. And that's what you'll see here in Japan. They tend to use the bicycle or walking more than using the car. Housewives, of course, you will see that where the kid is sitting behind and the lady is riding a bicycle. You'll see that. That's the part of their culture. They'll also, before eating, when they are eating all together, they'll just, say itadakimasu or something like that. And you will also see many things, like how people are here in Japan, like how neighbors talk. I mean, those things are exaggerated, but that is how it is. The culture is very close. They don't teach, or they don't have an intention of teaching anything bad through those animes. So you're gonna learn something out of it. It doesn't end there. Again, it's very exciting. Animes are very, very, very addictive. That is one reason I don't like it. That's the one reason, but it's a good thing. Like once you start watching it, there's no end. It just keeps going on and on and on. And after that, it's just chaos. You don't know what time it is. There is one more good thing, and the last one, according to me. It's that you will learn colloquial Japanese. Like, kore taberu ka? Kore tabenai ka? Or you learn, colloquial Japanese, where how they use, if people who are learning Japanese, you might understand what is dictionary form and things like that. So they use those forms. They don't use much of mass or anything like that. No much etiquettes or something like that. First things first, you will end up learning Japanese in a wrong order. The order is, you first get very used to very general Japanese, which is tabe, mas, ikimasu, watashi wa rohito desu. You want that. That is the base. You want to understand what is mas and des and everything like that. After that, you want to go to kore o taberu, watashi wa rohito da. Like you want to go to dictionary. There is a transition. You want to understand your way through it. If you're watching anime, you straight away land to the second portion, colloquial Japanese. So this is what happens. I have this saying of my own that Japanese is tough to teach but easy to learn. It's tough to teach because of this reason. Because people who watch anime and things like that, they ask, what does this mean? What does this mean? Okay, this is not in your level. This is somewhere far. And just because some people have understood something else, because in the subtitle, what English, that English is what you observe. You are not supposed to do that. So, you want to learn Japanese in that order. You want to go from des mas to dictionary form and colloquial, and then you want to learn those upper, like song keigo, and then that's how you want to proceed. So, it's better if you do that. Then, the use of grammar. Bro, the use of grammar in anime. When I say the use of grammar, I don't mean because it's Japanese people who wrote the anime or who are speaking in the anime. Of course, it's not wrong. But you should know this. In colloquial Japanese, people tend to not use the particles. Like, kore taberu ka. Kore o taberu ka is the correct Japanese. Right? Ore, rohito. Boku, rohito. boku wa rohito sometimes. So they tend to remove the particles. So if you know Japanese, just notice from now on. In colloquial Japanese, they're gonna, just go through the particles. They're not gonna say it. Like benkyo o shimasu ki jagah we say benkyo shimasu. It's not wrong, but you are missing things. You're missing things and you're getting used to things that you're not supposed to get used to. Ore, teme, baka. Bad words. Like, okay, I know it's cool. I want to learn them first in any foreign language. Like, you want to learn those bad words first. And you will end up learning those too. So you don't want to do that. I think you shouldn't do that. And now, of course, these were the only bad things. So there were 3 bad sides of learning Japanese from animes and too many good sides from like learning Japanese from anime. Now the question is, when you're watching anime and trying to learn something from it, what are you supposed to learn from it? That's the good question. And the answer to that is, when I used to do that, I was getting just, I don't want to look at those subtitles. Okay, if you want to learn Japanese, you don't want to look at those subtitles because that will be teaching you different Japanese. It's supposed to make sense. That's why it's altered with. So you want to get accustomed to just listening to Japanese. You want to get familiarized with the Japanese. That is what you're looking for. You want to learn the etiquettes from it. You have to understand that the Japanese that is translated to subtitles is different from the actual translation. So keeping all of those things in mind, anime is good. I used to like it. I love it, but I don't watch it because I don't want to give too much of my time to it. You guys, if you guys are watching anime and trying to learn something from it, just try to get accustomed to listening to Japanese and try to get a good grasp over the culture. That is what you want to do, and let me know down in the comments if you were actually making those mistakes, whether you were learning Japanese through it. It's cool. I love it too. I do. I used to do, now too. But see you in the next video, guys. Keep supporting and I hope you guys are doing well. Also, let me tell you one thing. We are starting that batch again for 5,000 rupees after Diwali. So keep a watch on it and apply as soon as possible. This time you don't want to miss it. Well, see you in the next videos, guys. Bye-bye. And now you can try out our Kanji flashcards. It is available on Amazon and you can purchase it through that. You'll get a set of workbook and 2 flashcard sets. These contains 244 words, 120 kanjis. You will also be able to bind them together using this rubber band. This is very convenient actually, and it comes with this workbook in which you can practice your hiragana, katakana, and also you'll be able to practice your kanjis. And we have also attached renshu and practice papers for you guys. Link is in the description below. Order now to get it as soon as possible.